Hey guys, welcome back to my channel.
This is not your, no, this is not your show.
Let's go.
Let's not be annoying, okay? Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you are new here, baby, it's Capricia Deshawn. And why are you new? Like, get into it. Join the family. What is you doing? Anyway, so if you're at the top, you already know what today's video is going to be about. You guys get to meet my husband.
What's up? Y'all get to meet me today.
He's not that special, but y'all really be wanting to meet him. So here we are. We're making a video. So I guess about like a month or so ago, we dropped a video on TikTok and it went viral, and it led to a lot of people asking us questions about our marriage, like how we got together, like how do we overcome a lot of our issues, etc. and stuff like that. So today we're gonna tell y'all how we got together, how we overcame some issues, and basically, you know, where we are today. So let's get into it. First things first, let's talk about how we met.
Okay.
And don't tell too much.
I don't tell too much.
Just a little bit. We're gonna tell y'all some details and leave out a little bit.
I ain't gonna have it too spicy.
Yeah, but us first meeting was very spicy. If you know, then you know. Alright, let's get into it. So I had just graduated from high school, and my sister had it set up for me to come down for the summertime because, baby, I needed some freedom and I wanted to be grown, okay? I gotta test out this new, you know, age and being fresh out of high school. So I went to Dallas, to my sister's house, and when I got there, she started telling me about her niece and nephew. By the way, just a disclaimer for the people that's a little slow. This is not her biological nephew. This is her best friend's son. So, and how she told him about me and how she thought, she was telling him like how he thought I was so cute.
Boy, she was fine.
And how he wanted to meet me and stuff. Y'all, just another disclaimer, we're right by the highway. So if y'all hear that, let's just ignore it and keep going. Alright, so yeah, he thought I was cute. He wanted to meet me. And so I'm like, let me see what he looked like. So she showed me what he looked like. I was like, he fine, like, you gotta bring him over here, baby. It's sometimes I gotta get busy, you know what I mean? So she was like, all right, you know, I'll bring him over here, but you gotta do something for me. And if you know my big sister, shout out to you, cause this wouldn't be if I ain't come to the house. This would not be. So if you know my
crazy.
Okay? So if you know my big sister, then you know if she's gonna do something for you, baby, you gotta do something for her. I don't remember at the time what she asked me to do for her, but all that to say that it led to him basically coming over, and yeah. So you want to tell like what you? Wait. Do you remember when you first got there?
Yeah.
Okay,
so this what happened. So boom, I ended up. I was everywhere. If you know me, when I was younger, I never was at the crib. I'm always outside before they even came out with outside. That's for sure, and that's for starters.
All right.
So
sounds like you missed a little bit outside.
Get into the story, because you can't do this outside. So boom, I ended up over at my Amy's house, and she was there, and I was like, dang, she showed looking good. She had this green hair. She was like she was sitting in front of the mirror. I was like, dang, she looking real good.
No, yeah. When I seen him.
Well, let me finish it.
I want to know what you was thinking when you seen me.
So I'm gonna get that. Okay. So it's like this fire my feelings right. So you know when you walk in the room and you see someone like, dang, she fine. You know what I'm saying? But you don't want to say nothing. You don't want to say nothing because you don't want to sound too thirsty and nothing like that. But you like, dang, she fine.
You did say something.
I did, but not right out the back though.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
When you came in, you see.
Probably spoke.
No. Listen. When he came in the house, he was like talking to Gayla and them, and like me and them and everybody in the house that was there, right? He was talking to them. He spoke to them, and then like we kind of like exchanged like a slight little hey, because you know I'm not about to be
exactly.
No, but that's not the part. Did you skip the part where you grabbed my ankle?
She's skipping the part where it's like
that was in the beginning.
Okay, I was a little fast, baby.
Exactly.
So
y'all like literally 5 minutes after he's in, he sits down on the floor. Yeah, tell it like it is, because you was very much. He was feeling me, all right.
Okay, yeah.
So he's sitting on the floor. Boom, he's sitting on the floor, and then he grabbed my ankle, and he's do the look. Yeah.
She showed it. She ain't gonna ever forget that little ankle grab.
I sure won't, baby. And I seen the mouth he had the goals in, okay? He had the goals, he had dimples, and he had curly hair. I'm not into light skins like that. But this man, my dream man, literally. I looked at him and I was like, I gotta have him. Like, y'all, he was the finest dude like I've ever seen in my life. And I'm not exaggerating. Like, he was literally the finest dude I've ever seen. I was literally in love, but I couldn't show it because, you know, I had a little link up that I was gonna go to.
Yeah, we gonna get to that.
I had a little link up that I was going to, so I couldn't pay too much attention to him, but I definitely thought he was fine. So after that,
boom, let me cut my story. You cut my story.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Just tell it how it is.
I am. So boom, how it is. So you know, like she was fine. But I'm like, dang, like I don't want to be too thirsty, but I don't care. I'm playing. So
boy, I like.
So well, we started, you know what I'm saying, talking and flirting, whatever. I got to know her a little bit, and she was real smart. Like she's one of these. She's the type of person where she knows like the fact of something. It's like, dang, that's pretty cool. I never really thought about that. You know.
Oh yeah, I'm like real nerdy.
Yeah, like she's like real nerdy, but like
super nerdy.
Super nerdy. But I mean, it's cool. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know I was into like that much information back then, but it played out. So long story short, she had a play, and I'm walking her to her play. Whole time like, man, I ain't trying to, you know what I'm saying? I ain't the type of person that's gonna get in the middle of nothing, you know what I'm saying? Cause I'm gonna be a player too. And I'm gonna get mine, you know what I'm saying? So I ain't gonna stop your hustle. Wait, it's
not hustling. I was not saying like that. Okay, hold on, wait. He break laws at the cameras cause he got the line, making it seem like I was selling some cats. So let's not do that.
So boom. I'm not the type of person that's gonna get in the middle of nothing, you know what I'm saying? Back then I was a player, so that's really what it was. So she had a player or whatever, so she, you know what I'm saying, I walked her down to her play or whatever the whole time. I'm like, dang, you know what I'm saying, I ain't really on that or whatever. I didn't even think I had walked outside barefoot. No, that was you.
Yeah.
Cause she's from the country.
Alright now.
Yeah, she's from the country.
Yeah, I'm very country. I did walk outside with no shoes. He was holding my hand, y'all. He literally holding my hand, talking about something. I can't wait till you get back. I want to get to know you. And I'm thinking like, y'all, city girls up, okay? Because I was like, well, whatever.
No.
I was like, well, whatever. And I was walking to the other dude's house because another boy liked me, and I was going over to watch a movie. Now I had to talk to the boy. I had to talk to the boy for like a little second before he even came into the picture, okay? Because right when I got to Dallas, I didn't just see him right when I got to Dallas. Like my sister, my sister low-key made me beg to see him. Like I had to earn my spot. You know what I'm saying?
I was gonna
So basically, I went to watch the movie, and then you could finish.
So boom. Long story short, right there, looking for walking. Man, I'm talking about it get dark.
It's late.
Walking around the neighborhood, walking around the alley.
If you was there that night.
Yeah, walking around the neighborhood, walking around the alley late at night, just walking around looking for a call phone. She answered. Going on, you know what I'm saying? Like, what shit? Like, where my girl at? That's not where my girl at.
By the way, not his girl.
Not
like,
shit.
Why is he so mad? Why is he so?
Because I liked her. I liked her. You know what I'm saying? Like, she was gonna be mine, so I cared a little bit more than everybody else did. So I'm like, that's mine right there. She don't know it yet, but she mine. So I'm walking around like an FBI agent, like, you know what I'm saying? How they got little K9 dogs. I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna find you. So boom, we all hopping to the egg. If y'all know what the egg is, you will know, but if you don't know, it's a Nissan Versa. So we hopping to the Nissan, we speed down the street, boom, don't even park the car, we just all hop out.
I was walking out the house, right? I'm pissed. Because why are y'all embarrassing me? I'm talking about everybody like, where you been? Why you not see your phone? My sister's mad. I basically get yanked up by my clothes. I'm talking about, it was you. What was the other boy name?
I don't remember.
It was another boy. It was another boy there. I can't remember who it was. It was like they all piled up in the car, jumped out, embarrassing me in front of my
We hopped
friend.
out, didn't even put it in park.
Yeah, they was embarrassing me in front of my friend. So then they all get me in the car. I'm mad. They think it's funny.
I'm come get mine.
I'm pissed. So now we all go back home. We're going. Is this?
Yeah.
We go back home, and now it's time for the boy that was there. I can't remember his name. It was a boy that was there, and my niece got to take him back home, right? So me and him, we get in the car with my niece because like we just trying to low key be together and like get to know each other a little bit more. We're gonna. He got to know me, okay? If you know, then you know he got to know me a little bit more personal in that car ride, okay? We're not gonna talk about it on camera, but he definitely got to know me. So we go back home, right? We go back to the house, and that was really it. Like we was like this the whole summer, like this. I'm talking about. I'm in love. I'm just like head over heels for him. He's like the finest dude I ever met. So that's like how we met. So then we ended up breaking up. So school time, no, is it like summer school now?
Yeah.
Because mind you, I'm out of high school. He's still in high school. So he has to go to summer school. And I'm going back home at this point because I'm getting ready to go to college. And I'm going to the college camp and all this other stuff. So we're talking every day that he's in summer school and stuff like that. And then he just decides. What'd you decide?
I was a real P.
He wanted to be a real hoe. And he decided he didn't want to be in a relationship no more. And that he didn't want to be with me. And I was, and like, you know, all the other stuff he wanted to have all the time. And I mean, I could respect that, but it really did crush my soul. It crushed my soul. I was so heartbroken. So I was like, all right, whatever. I tried to like make him stay for a little bit. It did not work. So we went from sleeping on the phone every night, talking every day, seeing each other when we was in Dallas, like the most lit summer fling ever. My brother-in-law actually even let him drive me back home. I've never had that relationship with a guy. He was the first guy I did a lot of stuff with, like a lot of stuff that I never had done to me and done was with him. So yeah, it was like whatever. Don't. So it was just a lot. So I was really sad, and he left me. He changed his passwords.
It was temporary.
Whatever. He changed his passwords and everything like that. So I went on with my life. I went off to college.
Dang, you make it sound like I was just horrible.
You did end it bad.
I did.
Did you not? You ended it bad. Like, you didn't give a dang about me. So that was just that. But I mean, we were young, so it didn't really matter. I mean, it was like, whatever. But it did kind of like hurt my pride a little bit because he was fine. Like, look at this man. So I'm going to try to put some pictures on the screen so y'all can see like what he looks like then and like stuff like that. So anyway, I go to college.
Hold on, y'all. In the middle of it, I was thinking like younger. She way in East Texas. I'm way in Dallas. I ain't even got no car. How am I gonna even see you?
I'm thinking, you know, long distance. I'm older, so I'm like, okay, eventually I'm gonna get a car. I'm gonna be able to come down here and see him. You know, fantasy. I was definitely living in a fantasy. I'm not gonna lie, but I mean, we was living a fantasy.
We all love a woman with a car.
All right. You wasn't gonna use me.
I wasn't gonna use it, but I won't drive it.
He wasn't gonna drive it.
Baby, let me see the keys. I'm gonna go to the store real fast. Okay. See you later.
All right. So anyways, life goes on. I go to college. He finishes out of school. He get a girlfriend. I got a boyfriend. Matter of fact, I think I had like 2 serious boyfriends. Because at the time, before I even seen him, I was in a serious relationship. Yeah. And I ended things with that dude.
Big daddy back.
To be with him. And so then life went on. And so about 2 years?
Yeah, about like 2 years.
2 years go by. And my life was taking a different turn for me. And I was really, really sad. And basically, I came back to Dallas with my sister again. As you can see, my sister is my happy place. She was a way to escape a lot of things and just have fun and to live life. So I would always go over there with her. So I came back to Dallas and he split up on me.
Yeah.
So this is what, 2017?
Yeah.
So we split up in like what? No, 16, 15, 16?
Yeah, like, nah, it was like 15 around like summertime.
Yeah, it was like 15. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so we split around that time, and then we ended up getting back together in 17. Sometime, right?
Yeah.
Something about the summer.
Some as we up.
Alright, relax. So he slid up on me on Snapchat.
Okay, y'all. This has been a big debate for the past couple of years. She think that I was just following her. Not like in a stalker way though.
First of all, y'all, I did not have this man on no social media no more. He randomly came out of nowhere on Snapchat.
I'm trying to still feel like it's like a blurred line in between like how we started talking.
Because you slid up on me. He slid up on me and he was like, what did you was like, oh, you in Dallas or something? Hell yeah, I'm in Dallas too.
I'm trying to see how to win. But anyways,
I really wasn't even on that.
So look, I was with my favorite cousin. And then I was going over to my other cousin's house. I had the whip. And I was like,
you were not going over there.
No. Me and Lil was together. And I was like, let me call Tamia.
Okay.
So.
Okay, but how did you know I was there? Because you slid up on me.
I think she told me. I believe she told me that she was.
So you didn't want to see me?
No. Let me see. Let me tell you, baby. Let me tell you. So look, she never answered the phone, and she never at the house, and I had the whip. And so I was like, let me call her and see if she gonna answer the phone. You know what I'm saying? Just being petty. I ain't gonna lie. Being petty. See if she gonna answer the phone. She can be at the crib. So she answered and she like, yeah, Capricia, she gonna be. She ain't calling Capricia.
She probably did. Knowing her, she probably did. She always call my name like that.
She said she here or she gonna be here. Whatever. I'm like, oh yeah, okay, we gonna pull up. Like I ain't seen her in a long time. I ain't got no problem with you. I sure miss my wife. She didn't know at the time she was my wife, but I said, you miss my wife. So
you missed me?
Yeah, I miss you, girl. I mean, we had a good thing, about 2 years ago. How can I not miss you?
I put that boy on.
So boom, I ended up pulling on him. We ended up chilling and everything, having a good time.
Now, y'all wanna know how I knew I got him?
Oh
so
my
the first
God.
time we ever was together, he always like rubbed my feet, sucked my toes.
Hey, hold on. Man, 15, that bro. Boy,
he did
I was sucking toes.
He was doing a lot of things to me that we ain't gonna talk about it.
Yeah, we ain't gonna talk about it. 15.
But so let me tell y'all. So I knew he was cool like the whole day. He spoke to me. He was like chilling. He wasn't really like in my face like he usually like back then he was. And by the way, this is our first time seeing each other since then and talking since then because he didn't want to talk to me in between.
It's like you fine. I miss you. I ain't finna be thirsty, but it's like
whatever. Let me tell y'all what got him. I put my feet on him. He's rubbing my feet. He rubbing them. He getting them good. I think I got a video too. If I find a video, I'm gonna put it on here.
I think you got a video.
I do. And so when he had rubbed my foot, I was like, oh, I got him. I got him in the bag right there. I knew I had you. I knew I had him. Next thing you know, I'm not really taking him serious because like I said, I was going through a lot of stuff at that time and I was still like really fresh out of that bad breakup and I didn't really want a new boyfriend. I just thought he was cute and he was there for me. And him and Aaliyah, like I always tell you this, I always will forever be thankful for them because in that dark time, they were the only two people that I really could be around that really truly knew me, knew what I was going through and helped me get through it. You know what I mean? So anyways, with that being said, I really wasn't really looking for a relationship and he was like really pursuing me like a lot. I mean, really trying to be with me, making all these little promises and stuff. But I'm like, man, this boy already trashed me last time. I'm not about to let him play me again. So I'm playing him. Oh, and he still has some unfinished business himself. So I had some unfinished business that I needed to wrap some loose ends up on, and he still had unfinished business. He was like in a relationship before me. Like I said, we went on, we both had different relationships, but y'all, they were like, that stage where y'all not talking, but y'all not completely like, y'all didn't say what was going on with that. So that's another reason why I wasn't like trying to be in his face like that, because I wasn't about to be no homebreaker and I wasn't about to be, yo, leftovers, whatever you want to call it, like, So what was like going through your head during that time, like when I wasn't trying to like be with you?
What was going through my head was really nothing was going through my head because you was gonna be with me one way or the other.
Okay. Well, that's cool.
So I was like, I know I'm gonna have it. Like, if I want, I'm gonna get her. You know what I'm saying? She was already mine. Like 2015.
Yeah, he always claimed me to be.
2015. That was mine forever. After that, you always come home.
Yeah, we had like a lot of history. A lot of stuff went on that we kind of like not put in the video just for the sake of time and a little bit of privacy. Some stuff is a little graphic and explicit, but what was I gonna say? So basically, summer going on, we're getting closer. He finally wrapped things up on his end because he was not leaving me alone. And I go off to Houston. And when I go to Houston and I come back and I'm like, I'm sitting down. I remember it like it was yesterday.
Yeah.
I was with my friend.
Yeah.
He was my friend, but whatever. I was with him and I was at his apartment and I remember sitting on the floor and I got on the floor and I called him. I called you, right? Or I called him and I was like, I'm sitting here and like I can't stop thinking about you and like everything you do for me and like how I want to be with you. Like I want to be with you. I want us to be serious about us and like don't hurt me. What was you thinking when I was telling you?
Thought she was playing. She in that crib.
He knew where I was at. He knew.
I knew she was
like we literally we're like this. So we talk about everything.
Yeah, like she ain't lied to me about nothing like that. Like
no.
Me on my end, I was good. I was iced up. I was you know what I'm saying, I was ready for it. But it's like
I wasn't ready for
She wasn't ready for me. Like she wanted me to for real be like for sure, like this is really what I'm ready to do before she made that move. And then so when she seen that, that's when she was like, all right, well, this is what we finna do. And I was like, all right, well, this is what we finna do. And then we just really jumped that out from there. And ever since then, it's just been the movie.
It's been a movie. I love this.
Movie.
This is my best friend, y'all.
My best friend.
So that's kind of how we got back together. Not too long after that, I ended up getting pregnant with our daughter. That was like, y'all. I found out I was pregnant. We played pregnancy Russian roulette. Remember that? We went to the store. It was me.
Your sister's house?
Yeah, I was at Amanda house.
Yeah.
I was at Amanda house and me, no, that's my niece, and my other niece, Mia. We went to Walmart. Nana got the test for us. We go, and me and Mia both take a test. Ooh, I don't know if I'm supposed to tell that. Let's skip that. I don't know if I'm supposed to tell that part. So, anyways, I ended up finding out I'm pregnant.
Well, yeah.
She's like,
you grown now?
Yeah, but still, that's her business. So, but whatever. I ended up finding out I was pregnant, and then I told him, "Why was this man happy? Why was you so happy about that?"
I've always been the type that knew I was gonna have kids, and it wasn't like on purpose, and then it's just like. Why would you?
You just want the baby mama me so bad.
So fine.
He wants a baby mama me so bad.
Baby mama.
Yeah.
But I wasn't really sad or anything like that. Like, it's exciting. Like, I feel like as a man, when you get the news that like your girlfriend is pregnant, and that's where we're at today.
Y'all hear the kids? Just ignore them. Let's keep going.
And so when you get the news that your girlfriend is pregnant, it's exciting, especially if this is somebody that you want to be with. And so I was like excited, like, what? I was saying it's like when you have a baby with somebody that you're in love with, it's exciting. It's exciting. It's a happy moment, especially when you don't have any kids. Even when you have kids, it's exciting. But like at that moment, I didn't have any kids. I was in love with this woman. And I get the news that she's pregnant, so I'm like, my life is like even more happier.
Yeah. Some people wasn't too excited.
Yeah, they wasn't excited.
They wasn't excited about it, and it kind of did make it stressful in the beginning. But once we blocked out the outside noise, and we just really focused on us, everything was good. Like I was happy, he was happy, and that's all that mattered. And he took care of me my entire pregnancy. I literally haven't had a bad pregnancy. He took care of me every single pregnancy. I never had to work. It was never that. So yeah, that was pretty much it. And then, you know, we ended up getting engaged after our son's Christian. After Christian, well, I was pregnant with Christian.
Yeah, you was pregnant with him.
I was pregnant with Christian, and we ended up getting engaged. So some of the things that we went through within that time was family drama, financial issues, and that's pretty much like mainly it. And a lot of people was asking like, okay, well, how do you overcome like these issues? Well, when it came down to the family thing, I'm big on family. I love my family, and I, you know, want that family dynamic. I want my kids to be close to family members. But I'm gonna be completely honest. In that time, I don't think that I handled that well. I don't believe neither one of us properly handled that well. We're young, we're immature, and some hurtful things were done to us, and so naturally you're gonna do hurtful things back. I'm sure of it. It wasn't the best, so we did not handle that. Can you agree? Like we both.
We young, so we handled the best way that we
knew at the time. So we didn't properly learn how to get past family drama. I'm gonna be completely raw and honest with y'all until like last year. Really, we did not know how to handle it. Now
it's not something that like it happened and then like 2 weeks later, a month later, a year later, it's like
yeah, like oh, it's just good. Yeah, like it was never like that. So I feel like now the way we handle things when it comes down to family is with love, care, being passionate, of course, and forgiving. Like last year I went through a lot of stuff again with dealing with the family issues, and it did hurt. It hurt, but I walked away in a way that I respected myself, I respected my husband, and I still respected them. Yeah. So now it's kind of like that's how we handle it. Like we just walk away, and it's always gonna be love there, no love lost, but just definitely putting up a boundary and stuff like that for myself and my kids and him.
Yeah. So I mean, I agree with you on that. Then like the way that I handled it, it was really like.
And we prayed.
Oh yeah, we prayed for
we
sure.
Prayed a lot. We prayed.
We prayed a lot. But it's like I'm the type of person where I wasn't like on social media. I just got real distant to myself because I ain't no trust and like things like this. So I was real just isolated from like the world, and I was just focusing on my family and getting right with God and just strengthening my relationship up with my wife and
so that these things can't shake you.
Yeah. I
think that is very important too, as a married couple and you do have family issues, is to talk to each other. Yeah. Never close the other person out. Always be respectful, because whether it's your family or whether it's his family, be respectable about it. Like I never would talk bad about his family to him or to anybody for that matter. When I was younger, yeah, I did say some things I probably should have kept to myself. But when I got older, like past all the drama, like so really like about after Christian was born, I really wasn't, doing too much stuff with his family like that to where we were just like in a lot of drama. But I did respect, like, well, not after Christian, it was like a little bit after he was born. But yeah, it was like we started really communicating, and I would tell him like, okay, this hurt my feelings, or I really don't like the way that made me feel. He heard me out. He heard how I felt. If my family did something that made him feel uncomfortable, he always, could talk to me about it, and we kind of just like, okay, so what are we gonna do about it? Like, how are we gonna move on about this? Like, how can I help you to feel comfortable? How can I help you feel okay?
And she was the type of person where, like she said, she's so big on family that where she pushed a lot of family stuff, even for me. Like that's like when it come down to it, it was really like she pushed the family stuff more than I did, because at the time I didn't really know how to handle a lot of things, so I was just isolated to myself. I wasn't talking to nobody. I wasn't on social media. I was just really like to myself.
And I was like, no, we're not doing that. Like we gotta be around our family. Like our kids need this. We gotta make this work, whether we like it or not. So like time has passed and all that stuff is in the past, and our family relationship now is way better.
It's way better than
communication. Communication is literally key. And understanding, not being so closed-minded, like, and not always so wrapped up in your own feelings.
Yeah.
You know, you got, like, I think now we consider, like, okay, let's do this, let's do that, let's not do this because that might offend this person, or let's not. But when before, whatever,
if you feel this type of way, then hey,
and that's you. But now we kind of like,
feelings and just involving other people and trying to be involved in their lives.
Showing up, we show up for
boundaries and like creating healthy boundaries for everyone. Mm-hmm. So they like,
but still, you will get cut off. Like we will get rid of you if you bring in negative energy or you just not being, you know, what we need around. You got the cold ass.
I'm the type of person I don't even look back.
Yeah, we don't look back. Once you're gone, you're gone. And that's really that. But it's not out of like, oh, I hate you or unforgiveness. It's just like
I don't need the place where I'm at right now. I work so hard to get to where I'm at.
Yeah.
So where I last left off at was when it come down to it, the place that I'm at now, I work so hard to get there that I'm not gonna let no negative energy, let anything that's not right for me and my household come in between that, so you will get cut off. And it's just it. Like no love lost, no hard feelings. It just is what it is.
But we're definitely big on like family, respect, and boundaries. And before we didn't have boundaries because we were so young and we were going into this new marriage, this new step into our lives, and we just wasn't fully like aware of a lot of things, and a lot of people didn't support it. So that was another challenge, and we definitely overcame a lot of stuff. We prayed, we took marriage counseling, so we were kind of like, I think that's also too how we got over like the whole people not supporting us getting married thing, because we knew we were ready. And God knew what we needed, and obviously God wouldn't have blessed it if it wasn't that. By the way, let's just stop for a second. Today is our third anniversary. Yes, we've been married for 3 years. We've been married successfully for 3 years, and I wouldn't change that for nobody. No. You know what I'm saying? Like I would marry you all over again. I would go through everything we went through all over again with you specifically. Like I would do it all over again.
And it's crazy. Like this morning when I woke up, I was like, I kept thinking to myself, it's like, dang, today 3 years ago we were getting ready for our wedding. Like we was getting ready for our wedding. Like it was just so fun. It was lit. So
it was crazy. I was shaking and I stayed up all night.
I was nervous. I was nervous. Crazy. I couldn't even light the candle because I was shaking. I was so nervous. But yeah, it was a moment that we would never forget.
Yep. So one of the other questions that I had seen somebody ask on TikTok was basically like, how did we overcome financials, which we didn't really get into it. When it came down to the financial struggle, it was all about communication. And because I did not work, I wanted to make sure he knew that like I do whatever to make sure you survive. Like I do whatever to make sure you're good, and let him talk to me and still, praying and like really let him talk to me, let him vent to me, make him feel comfortable enough to tell me like, hey, like we in a hole and we gotta thug it out. We gotta like cut back on some stuff. Yeah. It's literally about budgeting, communication, and hearing each other out, right?
That's really the only three. Like you can't spend more than you have. So it's like if you gotta eat noodles for a week, you gotta eat.
And I had to be okay with that. You know what I'm saying? I had to be okay with not being able to get my hair done. I had to be okay with like not being able to go on a date and stuff like that right now because we couldn't. So that's really that's just how we overcame that. And prayer. Again, we be in our word, because there was a time where we couldn't lean on nobody but God. Yep. So when it came down to that, we leaned on God. Really,
everything that I got is because of God. Like God, literally, He's the only provider. Like without Him, none of this would be possible. No. Like I remember it was times where, and my wife, she actually put me on to this because she used to always say like, we'll worry about tomorrow when tomorrow comes. And I was like, man, what do that mean? Like I'm talking about right now. Like I only got like $12 in. We'll worry about tomorrow when tomorrow comes. And tomorrow comes, and it's like, dang, like we made it through. Like we got food, we got gas. Like,
and He always provided. So when it came down to financial struggles, getting over that as a married couple, it was easy. It was a breeze because we trusted God, and still to this day, trust God. That's all I can really tell you is trust God, communicate with each other, pray together, and if you're not working and you're a stay-at-home mom, make sure you put your husband or your boyfriend, whoever, at ease about everything that's going on. Like, how was it getting back together, and even though like we had split up for that time, and like how did we get back together? That makes sense. Like, how do we get back together without it being weird or, you know, carrying the past trauma?
So for me, when we got back together, I was young. I always use that card. Like, I was young. And I was. And it's not even trying to.
He loves that. He loves saying, I was young.
You know what I'm saying? I'm young. So all the stuff that I did in the past, it was bound to happen.
Yeah.
You know, like, cause that was just who I was. Like,
but I feel like too, like when we got back together, we kind of threw away the past.
Yeah.
Like, we weren't so focused on the past anymore. Cause at first I was hung up on the past. Like, I was like, he be playing games. He's a whore.
I remember that
I was like, I don't want to be with him. Like, he's just gonna cheat on me. I'm not gonna let him cheat on me. Like, I didn't want to deal with that. But the minute that we put that to the back, I feel like that's how we got over it. Like, if you're gonna get back together, you know.
And you gotta come with your A game. See me, I didn't come in like trying to lead her on and I'm gonna do this, or like acting like. I came in and I was just genuine to her. I took care of her, and everything that I said I was gonna do, I did it for her. Like, I told her she's gonna be my wife. Where we at now? 3 years into marriage, she's my wife.
So when you said that made me think there was asking too, like, how did you know you wanted to marry me? Like, what made you want to marry me?
Well, I can't say this on camera. I can't say this on camera, but what I can say is that.
Wait, what was it? No, that's not even a good reason. Like, what is?
For me, it is.
No, don't.
But so how I know I wanted to marry her is because we already had prior history, and when we had met in the past, it's like our chemistry was so good. Even for that summer, that it was better than anybody I ever been with or talked to. And yes, I was a kid back then, so we like, how many people you talk to? I was a whore.
All right.
But moving past that, it's like we just had this chemistry and this bond that was like so good that when we got back together, I was like, that's the one, that's the person that I want to be.
But I have a question though. So before you like actually proposed and stuff, like when you was big, like, you know what I'm saying, like when we were older, like after like when I was pregnant with Bubba and stuff, like what made you want to propose? Like that's what I want to know. Like at that moment, what made you be like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna marry her?
What made?
Because you always said, yeah, he always told me, I'm gonna marry you, you're gonna be my wife. Like, he's always told me that, but like, I want to know specifically, like, what made you like.
This the crazy thing. So we talked about marriage in the past, and it wasn't like she like, you know how some women, they force marriage, like, I want to get married, I want to get married, I want to get married. No, she didn't do that. Like, we both talked about marriage, but it was nothing like just set aside. It's like, you know, I feel like every couple wants.
Because I think at some point in life, when you get like as a female, you know, you always want to get married, but like at some point, you like, that ain't gonna happen for me, you know? So I just didn't force it because I was like, it's not gonna happen. I'm never gonna get married, like not right now.
And so what made me want to marry my wife is the chemistry that we had in the past prior to us getting back together. Like, we bonded so well that I couldn't see myself with anybody else besides her. And so, me being young, I'm thinking, oh, I'm being engaged, what, for like 3 years or whatever. I've never been around somebody who was married, so I don't have any experience or any knowledge, but I knew that she was the one. And so, for her birthday, I was nervous. I'm like, man, like, I'm never, like, this stuff you see like on Instagram and like on TV and stuff, I'm nervous. It's like, I ain't never really done this big boy stuff before. So I'm over here like shaking. I'm like, it's the time. But before that, I asked her mom, is it okay if I... Yeah, I asked her dad as well. I said, is it okay if I marry your daughter? And they both agreed to it. And they was in on the plan. They helped me successfully transition.
Are you nervous?
Yes.
I know you're nervous because like how you're telling the story.
They both helped me transition on hiding like the fact that I'm finna engage to her on her birthday. So I had bought her a ring. Her mom had helped me out with a lot of stuff. So I bought her ring, and then when I bought it, I had it shipped to her house. I didn't have it shipped to me because she was with me. So it's like, I can't do all this, and she gonna be looking at it. So I had to have everything ordered and sent to her mom's house. Her mom had delivered it all the way down here. And then I had got it and stuff. And so at the end of her birthday, when everybody all fat, full, and wrapping it up, I just popped down in there. I was like nervous because I've never had nothing like this is like something big for both of us, but she don't even know it yet. And so I just popped down and I asked her, will she marry me? Then she gonna hit the thing. So I'm like, girl, you gonna embarrass me in front of everybody? But she
if you know me, then you know I have anxiety. I was like, I'm thinking he's pranking me.
Yeah.
Because he played all day long, okay? He played. So I didn't know that it was real, that I seen that it was real. Nobody around me knew what he was going to do except for my family.
Nobody
So
knew.
It was a very shocking moment. But I didn't hit it out.
Not like she ain't do it like, no, I'm not gonna make it. Like, she just so dramatic. Like, he's like, quit playing on me, quit playing. I'm like, girl, you better stop making a scene over here. You better stop making a scene.
He got the whole restaurant looking at me. I'm blown away. I'm like, yes.
Yeah. But
Yes.
That's how we got engaged.
So, what are your goals as a couple?
So my main goals as a couple is 1, strengthen our relationship with God. 2, being financially successful in our careers and not having to worry about the day-to-day things in life. Like, we're just well off to work.
Yeah, I can agree.
Yeah.
I can agree.
What about you?
Pretty much the same. I want to strengthen our relationship with God. Of course, I want us to be that power couple.
Yeah.
So I want God to strengthen us in some weak areas. So sometimes when I'm a little stubborn, I would like to work on that. And I mean, obvious, I like to romanticize our life a lot more. So if you don't know what that means, I mean, like, instead of just going to bed, I would like to, we maybe read a book before we go to bed, put on pajamas to go to bed, like spicing it up a little bit, romanticizing our life. Everything that y'all see on social media, that's how I live my life. So that's what I mean. Like, if we drink a drink, I like to spice it up because I want to romanticize my life.
Even like those flowers in the back, I even like flowers now. I told her, like, hey baby, like, later on, we gonna get us a garden. I'm just start growing you fresh flowers. And it's like,
that meant everything to me because I was like, whoa, like, he know I love roses so much that he's willing to grow roses for me because every Sunday he buys me fresh flowers.
Yeah.
And so it's like, wow, you gonna be growing it yourself from pure love? That's amazing.
Yeah, I like that. I can't wait.
That's cute.
Be in my garden.
Okay, Jody Mama. What do you do to keep your marriage fun?
What I do to keep my marriage fun? See, I like to dance with my wife, but she hate the way I dance because I can't dance. So I like to just like dance and just be silly and goofy because that's just who I am.
Y'all, he been around me so long, he said silly.
So see, but no, like.
But yeah, we dance, we love music, so it's always music. We do things with our kids, outside of our kids to keep, like us, we try a lot of stuff, okay? The bedroom is would probably be your favorite.
Yeah.
Right?
But I
do a lot of things for your husband, okay, ladies? Do a lot of things, especially when we're so young. Like, we do a lot of stuff, okay? We're not gonna get into it.
Go crazy!
Do a lot. We go to a lot of new places.
And me, I love to drive, so
I find the places he goes.
She the type of person who don't like to try much new stuff, but I'm the type.
That's not true. That's not true. Don't lie for these people.
Look, I bet y'all. Look, I'm gonna start recording her. Watch, if I get something new to eat or something new to drink.
It's food. That's different. You said I don't like to try new things.
That is a new thing.
No, I don't like eating new stuff. Okay.
That's a new thing.
I'm picky. Yeah. I don't like eating new stuff.
But she try to act like she's not picky. I'm like, she like, what you want to cook? I'm like, it don't matter. What do you got to taste for? Because it don't matter what I got to taste for if you're not going to eat it.
Whatever. I go places. Now, when it comes down to eating, I'm very particular about what I like to eat.
I really try
Yeah, he do, and that's not me. But I know that that's part of his love language.
I like to tease her with it though.
That's another thing. I know that that's part of his love language. He loves to eat and he loves to try new restaurants and stuff like that. And he cooks all the time. So I try to, you know, engage in that as much as possible, even when it's completely like gross to me or I'm scared. I still try. But yeah, definitely we do a lot of fun stuff like that. That's how we keep our marriage fun. We talk all the time. We always stick in our heads in each other's business. So like my business is like social media content and stuff like that. And he's always sticking his head over here and always learning stuff to make sure that my stuff is together. And I'm always trying to learn and put myself up on what he's doing so that, you know, I can be, you know, into his stuff as well.
We work together. We like this, like
literally.
Behind the scenes, I'm that guy. Behind my scenes, she's that woman.
Literally,
so
literally. Like I film my best content when he's around. When he's not around, I'm like, I don't know what it is about this video. And the whole time it's because he wasn't there to like, you know, micromanage me and like kind of push me a little bit harder. So that's my dude. That's my dude. How long were you guys dating before marriage? We were actually, how long were we dating?
It was a couple, I don't know exactly, but it was like a couple of years.
Yeah, like, well, no, it's probably like 2 years. But not counting when we first met each other and stuff like that, but officially dating, like that's my man, like he ain't going nowhere. It was about like 2 years before we actually got married.
But we got married in 19, so yeah, 2 years, but like.
How do you guys deal with jealousy? Like, do you guys get jealous? And how do you deal with women trying to talk to him, and how do you deal with men trying to talk to him?
So, it just depends. Like sometimes I give him my, you know what I'm saying? It's mine.
So you be getting jealous?
Don't talk to mine. It's mine. You know what I'm saying? But other times.
But you're not really a jealous person.
I'm not like jealous. Like I hate that. It's like what you gotta talk to her about that you didn't talk to me about. You know what I'm saying?
That face you just.
It's like talk to me and I'll talk to her. You know what I'm saying? But like other than like it ain't really like no jealous thing. Like,
I don't.
She know how to handle herself. She know how to carry herself.
When it comes to women, I don't care. I mean, he look good. Look at him. I mean, I want you to look at him.
I'm not even gonna give you time today.
He's not. So with that being said, I really don't get jealous. I don't have a reason to get jealous because he don't ever put me in a position to where I have to be jealous, honestly. And like I said, he don't really talk to women like this man. Y'all, we went to the strip club and
there she go.
Y'all, cause it was the funniest thing to me. We go to the strip club, right? It was like last year for my birthday. We go to the strip club and the strippers are like literally right in front of us. And there's a TV from like across the room. This man is like this.
Tunnel vision, baby.
I'm talking about the girl's dancing right here and he's like, I was like, you can look at a little butt, you know, like we in the club, look at the little butts if you want to look at the butt.
But that ain't need that, like we always had this discussion, like nothing bad, but it's like, to me, I'm not even finna do that to you, cause like, you're not finna go to no magic seat and be looking at, you know what I'm saying? I'm ready, you know what I'm saying, blow the place down.
Okay, but truthfully though, like, we're not jealous people because we love each other. All I see is him and
we each other's person, so it's like
all he sees is me, right?
You know, it ain't.
Tell them that.
All
you see is me, right? All you see is me,
all
right?
I see is you. All I see is you.
Look at the camera. Look at the camera, little dookie booty.
Look at
the camera.
You don't want to be stains.
You a lie. First of all, look at the camera. Tell them who you see.
I see Capricia the Show.
Who
do you see? What's my name?
Charles Robinson.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so like I said, that's all we see is each other. We're not looking nowhere else. We're not worried about nothing else. That's it. Like, and then another question that you had was, how do you handle temptation? Like, how do you handle like women trying to talk to you?
What I do is, I like to wear headphones.
No. A girl comes to you, hey, that box is really high. Can you help me get that down?
Can't do it, man.
No, that's not what you're supposed to say.
I'm supposed to beat that hard.
What you gonna do? Can you help me get that box down?
No, ma'am.
No.
No, ma'am.
No. You're supposed to shoot her.
Why I gotta shoot her?
Right there, in between the eyes. Because why is she talking to you?
I'm supposed to stab her and then shoot her.
That's it. That's it.
Then I gotta kill her family tree.
Period. That's it. That's how he handles temptation. If a girl trying to come up to him, you kill her. Kill her. That's it. That's all to it. That's it. No, but all jokes aside though, when girls try to talk to you, what do you do?
When girls really try to talk to me, I don't like to talk to them. I don't talk to them. It's really that. Like, I don't talk to them because you're not gonna get me in trouble at home. You're not gonna get me in trouble.
Y'all, we play a lot, but like for real, when it comes down to this, we real respectable about this.
Yeah.
Like we not playing. We're not disrespectful to other people, but we definitely gonna be real respectable about this. Like.
Yeah. I don't do nothing that's gonna put my marriage at jeopardy for anything. So it's like if a woman come up to me and try to talk to me, I'm not
going for it.
You gonna look stupid because I'm gonna play you in your face. Like
yeah.
you.
And men, I mean, I really.
Yeah, she got.
First of all, I'm really hardly ever around men ever by myself. Like I'm always in the house, and then when I am out or somebody tries to talk to me on social media, I ignore it. But when I am out, like for instance, when I work at the barbershop with my brother, so I go Fridays and Saturdays and I film him. I don't have to turn men down because you know what he does? He yells out to everybody in the shop, she married and she got 4 kids. So, you know, that there, you know, pretty much turns the men away.
She got 4 kids.
Yeah, that turns the men away. 4 kids.
4 men.
I just want to say 4 kids in itself is pretty, you know.
A lot in one.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Okay, guys, that's the end of this video. I just want to say thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope that we answered all the questions that you guys asked. I tried to ask the most asked questions and answer the most asked questions. There were some spicy ones in there that we're just not comfortable with talking about on camera. But one day for you guys, we just might sit down and talk about the spicy
We
stuff.
might, never know.
So let's just stay tuned for that. But anyways, thank you guys for watching this video. We love you. And as always, come back.